Hi, this is Mike Gibson, software engineer at Dayjack Inc. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a photo area test. Start by dragging a photo areas task from the task pane and dropping it into the script pane. In the photo areas properties, click in the shape test field to expose an ellipsis button, and then click that button to bring up the edit photo areas dialog. To help set up the photo areas, I need to see my headlight. I can click the capture button to start video capture. For my headlight, auto exposure is inadequate. I can turn off auto exposure and put in a more appropriate value. Now that I have a clearer picture of the headlight, I can click stop to stop the capture. In this window, I can right click and choose the rectangle tool, and then I can draw a photo area rectangle. A rectangle then appears in the shapes pane. For this test, I'm checking to see if all the LEDs are orange. In this area, they are not, so I'm going to rename this one Bad Top. I'm going to add another area here. The LEDs are the appropriate color, so I'm going to name this one Good Top. I'm also going to add this vertical area. Some of the colors in this area are not orange, but depending on the spec, it may be acceptable or may not be. I'm also going to add another area down here, named Good Bottom Left. And then another area down here named Good Bottom Right. Notice that when a shape is selected, that the shape properties appear in the shape properties pane. These can be used to change the size and position of the shape. In the test pane, I can right click and select new. And I can choose either an intensity test or a color test. And for these shapes, I'm going to run color tests. So I'm just going to go through and add color tests to each of these shapes. When a test is selected, the test properties appear in the test properties pane. The properties for a color test are CIE, target X, and target Y, which form the location of the shape's desired primary color on a CIE XYY diagram, the radius, which defines an acceptable area of similar colors surrounding the target color, and the threshold, which is the percentage of pixels inside of a shape which need to fall inside of the radius for the selected shape to pass the test. Here I've brought up an external CIE diagram, and I'm looking for the orange color that is in the headlight. It looks to me to be about right around here, this light orange. I'll estimate that at about 0.41x and about 0.375y. And then the area around that color that would also be acceptable without getting into the white would be about a 0.05 radius. So I'm going to take those values and put them into all of the tests. For the threshold, at least 50% of the colors in the shapes need to be within the radius, or else the color definitely wouldn't be perceived as orange. But there are also some ridges in the diffuser that would cause some variation. So I think 70% is probably a good starting guess. And I'm going to set all the tests to a 70% threshold. Alright, I'm going to hit OK and run my test. Okay, the green boxes show that my 3 good areas all passed. The red box shows that my bad area failed, which is good. And then the vertical area also passed. Depending on the spec, that could be good. The log pane shows some test details. My bad area's colors were only 46% in the radius. The good top area was 77, and the vertical area was 74.8, and the bottom 2 areas were 73 and 74%. So it's possible that the light colors in the vertical area are really close to the edge of our radius, and that reducing the radius could possibly cause the vertical area to start failing. So just reduce the radius and run the test. And now the vertical area fails. So that's how a photo areas test is set up to do color detection. Thanks for watching the photo areas tutorial. For more information, check us out at dayjack.com.